Hi, I'm going to read out some user reviews for Elden Ring. They gave it a score of 0. I suppose the implication there is that there is absolutely nothing to redeem it. It is the worst game they have ever played. This game has some of the most uninteresting and nerdy stuff I've ever seen. Why am I fighting a giant crab with zero explanation? I don't understand how people feel inclined to progress the game if the story sucks. Game can't have a bad story in 2022 and be called a masterpiece. Such a waste of potential. This game suck. PlayStation is better, and Xbox sucks. Horizon Forbidden West is better. The game is big garbage. The world is empty. Graphics like from 2013, 2014. Overrated game.
Schnox Knox Mix Mix Maca Queles Emox Kakala Malkal Kao Kala Kaka Kala Miles Mix Cox Cox and Skins OSNOS.
Having to give it a low score because the game is getting bombarded with such high, uncredible ratings. Yes, the game must be so good for you if you have a lot of experience for Souls games, but from a new player's perspective, this game is terrible, it's confusing, and plain boring. I can simply say this game looks like a 2010 game, outdated, with a lot of flaws. Doesn't worth. This is the worst game I have ever played. The visuals are outdated and the gameplay is all button mashing. The game is super buggy and impossible to play. This game should be removed from the Xbox and PlayStation stores to protect others from wasting their money. It is fun game, but this is not open world. It is just open field, and frame drop is disaster. I don't know how these people like this game, but it's total health issue game. Feels like my eyes bleeding. Same company did similar games in the past, but somehow this company have fans and continue of making games. Probably these gamers have no idea how these games are eating and melting their brains out of their skulls. Warning, there is many new troll accounts created to give point 10. Just check their accounts and you will see only game scored is Elden Ring. Playing media outlets to lie to the audience is just not acceptable. Game is mediocre at best. If bosses have literally endless amount of combos and special attacks, one after another, then you can maybe get one hit and most of the fight you're just in defense mode, rolling around endlessly trying to escape, not fight. This is pathetic. This is not good combat design. This is awful. Unless you love to just endlessly run away and feel how pathetic you are, maybe you're gonna love this combat. But I like games where you can actually, truly fight back with cool battles. Rolling around and hoping to get one hit in between 30 seconds is not fun or good design. Jesus Christ, this game is overrated. I don't like this game, so I rate it 0. Simple as that. The game is too hard. I have a full-time job. I don't have time for this. I don't understand how a niche game like this can be praised so much. Some people don't want to waste their time. If you support this game, you are the main reason why gaming is dying. I have been gaming over 20 years, and you are literally ruining one of my favorite hobbies with supporting soulless games like this. I have only one thing to say to you. I hate you with all the passion humanly possible. I feel myself like a dumb when I'm fighting against invisible enemies under a ton of lags. You can't cut the grass with the sword. Very bad game, 0 out of 10. I did not like it. Every game should add a grass to be cutted. This is an utter star game. A retro design that fails in every regard. Only reason to like this game is that you enjoy beating a crap design. Looks okay on a PC. Not good in the least. No tool help. The tutorial is a laugh. Take a wrong turn and you're star. It's about grinding. Progression is worthless. Spend as much time in-game as Googling. WTF is even happening? How do I use my stuff? Story is fragmented. Controls star 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 up because it's a lazy console port. Worst I've played in a long time. Only 0 on here so far. All my money down the drain. Overrated trash. The AI is rubbish. Graphics are like from 2007. Souls fans should get a life. Tried to kill the boss on horseback. Died 20 times. He was angry. Deleted the game. There's no a good story. There's no a good musics. There's a disappointment graphics. There's a lot of performance problems. 0 to help balance the obvious paid NDA reviews. Game itself is a solid 7 or 8. This is Rust, then Cyberpunk. I don't understand the critic, but technically don't work anything. Don't waste your time with this dumpster fire. Play Elder Scrolls Online instead. It's everything this game wishes it could be. Spent the first few hours trying to farm for better star to beat a not even boss. Lost. Spent another few hours searching for better star. Upgraded a few things. Style lost. This game isn't for you, average player. Tired of losing my rooms all the time. This one will be past for me. I go with the logical. If Horizon Forbidden West isn't a 10, there is no way this game should be a perfect 1. I hate this star. It's hard to move, it's hard to attack, it's hard to play. I hate this star. Damn too much. And anybody who pretend to love it. All of these 10s are paid actors, trust me. Game sucks in every aspect, don't buy it. This game is trash. Insanely difficult fights make you think this game is better than it is. The grind makes you justify the time you've spent on this hot turd. It has no story. How can a game with no story get 10? They completely ruined the PvP in this game. While the zones are amazing, the combat's fun, PvP was ruined. The player don't scale properly. You're always matched with people that are 2v1 or 3v1. The netcode is awful. So bad you are literally attacking people in the future. I can't lie, I kind of agree with this one. Unbelievably overrated. Easily the worst game of the year. Quite possibly in the running for one of the worst games ever published. Terrible Garish Art. A nearly non-existent story. There's nothing compelling or engaging about it. The only thing that makes it challenging or hard is that the controls are so clunky and terribly bad. It was the worst idea to make DS as RPG. Level design is bad. You have 2 bosses that you can't win in early game. It was unnecessary to leave them in start. Clunky controls, horrific graphics, arbitrary damage system, garbage game from a dead company. Rest in peace, From Software. A game suitable for the mentally ill. Bad game, repeat all this, and the game world is very empty.
Too hard, 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 too hard. Literally the Dark Souls of video games.
Literally the Dark Souls of video games. Literally the Dark Souls of video games. Literally the Dark Souls of video games. Literally the Dark Souls of video games. Literally the Dark Souls of video games.
Video games, literally the Dark Souls of video games.
Horizon deserves Game of the Year, not this rewrapped piece of half-assed trash. Worst game 2022. Bad game, bad souls, born bad, boring story, bad frame rift, bad combat styles, bad. Don't buy this junk game. I want to refine my money. Sorry, Miyazaki. You are very thief. The face and art of bosses is very bad. I prefer to play again Bloodborne and Demon Souls and Sekiro. Game is not accessible at all. Would love to learn the lore and see the beautiful artwork they put into it, but I'm not about to die a million times to some stupid boss that's stupidly overpowered. Make a difficulty slider so I can actually enjoy it. Sigh. Back to Breath of the Wild for the millionth time. No gameplay, no story, average graphics. Why is this game being considered Game of the Year? You folks are out of your minds. Whenever I boot a game, I expect to enjoy a little bit of the time I've invested in it. This is masochism, and although I can understand this works for some, this is not how I get dopamine shots. No easy mode has ever ruined any game. This is literally worst AAA game of past 10 years. This is absolutely awful, pathetic, insanely bad. Overhyped by critics, as usual. They said, this is the most accessible game ever. That is a complete lie. The gist of this game is you ride around and farm small weak enemies until you can level up a very big amount. Then after 6 to 8 hours you may have a chance at the first boss. It's doable, but it is not worth the time invested. No guide whatsoever, gets boring fast. As soon as K switched to a game like Horizon, I started having fun again. That's gaming's about. For those reviewers that say this is a perfect open world, have you tried playing Elder Scrolls V?